And the lights go out, grip my teeth, shut my mouth. When the night come around, I become a ghost now.
I keep drawing out my fighting hands. I meant to draw out my other hands. Are you resisting magic? Am I resisting magic? Who's resisting magic? I don't care. You're dead. You're gonna die. Oh, ooh, ah, ooh, ee. I'm gonna take that chest from you. You're gonna have a bad time. That's right, Rabina. This one is no more. You should rest and meditate on what you've learned. I'm kind of occupied right now at the moment. I like how she fell. A shield? I don't need that. Expensive stuff? I don't need those things. You will suffer greatly. You look happy. Surprisingly. Oh, look how happy she looks. She's smiling as she fights me. You will suffer greatly with a smile on her face. That's just creepy. You're dead, though. Let's take over their campsite, Rabina, and rest here. She's not Redguard. Mother ever. She is a Dunmer. Dunmer. Do you see? She has blue skin. Look at my skin. Does it look blue to you? No! Very different. I am a Redguard. She was a Dunmer. A Dunmer who has nothing on her. What about on their chest? Just 25 gold? Why do they attack me out of nowhere? Are they bandits? I don't know, because they're named. I'm going to rest here. You have ascended to level 17. Life isn't over. You can still get smarter, or elever, or more experienced, or meaner, but your body and soul just aren't going to get any younger. Okay. Made me kind of depressed. Life isn't over. At 17. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna try and get smarter and cleverer. Oh, cleverer! That's what that was. I thought it was an E. I was like, elever? Okay, alright. Let's get these, and let's get one in strength, because I'm tired of seeing it at 99. That's nice. That's real nice, Rabina. Look at this little fire. It's nice here. We got a fire. We got a, sky at night. It's nighttime. The sky's a little red. Or is it the moon? No, I think it's the sky being red. Yeah. Little fire. Oh, it's so nice here. Alright. What's the next question? Do you always have to have the latest phone? No. In fact, I miss my flip phone, and the only reason why I advanced from a flip phone was because my mom wanted us to have new phones. That was back when I was like, I don't know, 11? So we got an iPhone. iPhone 3 or whatever was at the time. And then that phone died, because my friend accidentally broke it. Don't really want to talk about that. But, you know, when she broke it, I didn't really care. I was like, whatever. I don't care. I had nothing important on that phone anyway. And, but my mom cared, and she was upset. And then we got new phones. We both did, at that time. And we got, the iPhone 5 or 6, I don't know. I don't know what phone I have, honestly, and I don't really care. And I've had it since then, since my last phone broke, and I've never upgraded since. I hate my phone. I mean, Surrey's a plus, I guess. And the fact that it can store so many photos, that's nice. But, if I'm being honest, I don't care too much about it. Never have, never will. Mainly because I don't have anyone to call. So there's really no point to me having a phone. Next question. What technology from a science fiction movie would you like to have? Would you most like to have? The teleporters from Star Trek? Those would be cool. The transporters, whatever they're called. I would like those. Those seem pretty cool. I mean, you can just beam down to places, transport across the world, you know, they just seem cool. Next. What would be the worst thing to have a phobia of? Air. I mean, you could probably get around other things, right? Like, even if you had a phobia of water, you could probably just have an IV stuck into you or something. Or if you had a phobia of food, you could probably, you know, have an IV stuck into you. But air? If you had a phobia of air or of breathing, you know, you'd die. You would just die. So I think that would be the worst thing to have a phobia of. What makes a good life? What makes a good life? What makes a good life? Being happy. As long as you are happy, that's a good life. So do whatever makes you happy. Next question. What did you Google last? Let's just look at my history. How do I look at my history? That's a good question. How do I look at my history? I Googled YouTube. That was what I Googled. Pretty boring, honestly. But I never really Google on my phone. I would check on my computer, but I'm kind of, you know, using it at the moment. Ooh, Wickwheat! This is new! Wickwheat restores health. This is new. This is new market. Wickwheat. Wickwheat. Restores health. I like myself some wickwheat. Maybe I can make some wick bread with this wickwheat. That'd be pretty wick. Lots of wickwheat. So much wickwheat. I could probably make my own health potions with these. That'd be good. Plus some more stone flowers. There's a quama over there, or whatever. But he's not gonna bother us. We're still going along the coast, right? We're almost to Voss. We're almost to Voss, Rabina. We've gone pretty far. Oh frick, there's beetles. No, not the beetles. My axe skill increased to 63 though, so that's pretty dope. Die! You too! What are these things actually called? They're not called beetles. I haven't been paying attention to what they're actually called. Ah, shocks. Like shulks, but not. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take my stone flowers now. Stone flower petal. Nothing on you. Nothing on you. Okay. Ba-dun-dun, da-dun-dun, da-dun-dun, da-dun-dun. Next question. What's the most interesting documentary you've ever watched? I've watched so many documentaries. You really think I'm gonna remember which one is the most interesting? I don't know. I've watched so many about so many different things, so many variety of topics. Most of them have been about either space or animals, because I like space and I like animals. But I could never tell, like, what they were exactly named or anything like that. So I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember. What is the weirdest thing you've seen in someone else's home? I haven't been to many people's homes. Oh, one of my friends, she had like a ginormous doll collection, and it was the freakiest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I remember as soon as I walked in her room, she was like, okay, now I know you're gonna say something about the creepy dolls. But don't worry, they're friendly. Or whatever. I miss that friend. She was my best friend. She was like a sister to me. Alright, who are you? Oh, are you the person who owns this tent that I was raiding? Because I was in the middle of raiding it, and you're kind of disturbing my raid. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Could you just chill out and let me get my magic hands out? I can't get anything out. I keep stumbling. Okay, I need to hearth heal real quick. Ouch! Little piece of garbage, that's what you are. Hopefully Rabina just survives. I don't know how she's gonna survive, but I hope she just does. She doesn't look good over there. Things don't look good over there. Okay, Rabina, we might need to run away. We might need to run away, Rabina. Why are there so many people? Ah, there's so many people. Oh my god, we're re-raiding a town. Where was our last thing? The Azura's coast region? By Azura, by Azura, by Azura. It's the Grand Champion. Okay, Azura's coast region was the last place. Ooh, we're at a camp. I'm just going to have us load there. Because I don't think we can take this on. I think we might have just raided a camp by accident. I wasn't even paying attention, Rabina. Okay, good. We aren't too far. Oh, okay, we're right here with the frickin'... God dang loudness. What in the... Oh my god. I hate that when that happens. Thank you for your resin. Thank you for your resin. Save. Alright, Rabina. Let's keep going. And this time let's not accidentally steal from people. I was not paying attention at all, man. I did not pay attention to the fact that I was stealing from this camp. Sorry about that. Hey lady, how you doing? Hey, oh Sen, are you a guy? I don't know. I can't really tell. You look like you have braids in your hair, but then again it's really dark. Yes, Outlander, why are you here? Do you seek a healer or do you want a trader? Ooh, trader. Our trader Lanaby has her yurt with the Ashcons and the Grand whatever. Okay, cool. Alright, so this is another camp. Have I been to this camp, or is this... I feel like I haven't been to this camp. Can I rest here? It's not illegal. Alright, good. Because I want to get a good look at this camp. Hey, Pack Guar. It's a Pack Guar. He's got a little pack. He's got little sacks on. Look how cute he is! Oh, you're so cute! Oh my god. That's adorable. I want one. Hey, you. Salad. Well, I guess you have nothing, huh? Great. You just have fun being a nobody. Anyone here want to actually do something for me? Mamia's yurt. Got some leather stuff here. What's this? Numu's yurt. This one? Adamus' yurt. I can't remember what the trader was named. What is this? Fish bones. Okay. Nice. We got Lanaby's yurt. Asamad Eden's yurt. Ashkan's yurt. That's the leader. Dutitbir's yurt. And I forget which one of you is the trader, but that's fine. I guess. Maybe it's this guy because he's right next to the Pack Guar. Hey, Lanaby. Are you the trader? I saw your Pack Guar. Trader? I'm Lanaby, the trader. Well then why'd you ask me if I needed the trader? I don't know how to trade with you. Skooma? Skooma's illegal. Okay, cool. Bugmusk? It's an expensive. Trader? I'm Lanaby, the trader. Barter. That's how we trade. Okay, well I don't want any of your stuff, because it all looks like garbage. I mean, you have a lot of salt rice. And you got heather? I'll take heather. What did I just give you? A ring. Okay, you can take all that. What is this? A dwarf mace? I don't need that. Unless I do need that. I don't think I do. I think I was just carrying it around for money. You don't have any money? You don't Okay, fine. Just take the rings. Thank you. Please come again. Alright, let's get out of here. Rabina, these people are poor. These people are poor. Wick wheat. Also, how much money do I have? God dang, I actually have quite a bit. Wherever it's listed. Miscellaneous. 2,000 gold pieces. I'm finally making bank in this game. I'm finally getting up there. There's a freaking niche over there. I don't like that. This beach is nice. It's calming over here. I like it. Die crab, die crab, die crab, die crab. What's the next question? What was the most disappointing ending to a great book or movie or video game? God, there's so many. I can't think of any. Give me a second. Alright, I just finished reading a book for like the first time in years. I just finished reading The Education of Little Tree, which is a book that my aunt let me borrow to read. And it's a great book. You know, very interesting book. Very detailed book. And it's pretty sad and depressing as well. But you know, it's not a bad book. It's a sad book, but not bad book. Things can be sad and still be okay. Things can be sad and good. Ow, I'm dying, freaking drowning, and you suck. Ah, dumb slaughterfish. Ouch. Why are there so many? There's like an entire family of fish. And I hate them all. Is it dead? Did you kill it, Ravina? I think she killed it. No, she did not kill it. Thank you. Okay, now that we've murdered an entire family of slaughterfish, let's keep going. Anyway, it's a good book, kind of sad, especially towards the end. The ending is horribly depressing. But not really, because it all goes by so fast that you kind of just don't feel that many sad emotions about it. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, you know, 1 minute all these people and dogs and stuff are alive, and then the next minute they're all dead. It goes pretty fast. Like, the ending feels a little rushed. And then the ending of the book, I'm not sure about the movie, because I heard there's a movie, but I never watched it. But anyway, the ending of the book, it ends with the kid burying his dog on a mountain. And that's just the ending. That's the ending. We don't really get to see what happens to the kid after that. It's just like, okay, well, I found a random mountain, I'm gonna bury my dog, and that's how it ends. It's just kind of disappointing. You kind of hope for, you know, a better ending, you know, like an ending where something actually happens, there's a conclusion, but there's no conclusion. Just kid buries his dog at the top of a mountain, and that's it. And I don't know why that dog in particular was so important, because all the rest of the dogs, like, they had a death scene that lasted, like, 1 sentence. So, you know, I mean, before this dog dies, another dog that was also with the boy at the time died, and he only had, like, a sentence. It was like, the dog, he fell into the ice water and he died. Like any dog should, or something. And then 2 seconds later, the final dog dies, and he buries the dog on a cliff, on a mountain, and that's it. That's the end. It's just, you know, not much of an ending. It's not really a sad ending, because you're too busy thinking, what the frick? Why'd the dogs just die, and that's it? And it's not really a happy ending, because you're sad because everyone's dead. It's not even really an ending. It's just more like, did you forget to write? Is there gonna be a sequel to this book? Like, what is going on? In fact, when I finished reading the book, I was like, is there a sequel to this book? Because that was not an ending. So yeah, there's that. Otherwise, other than that stupid ending though, it was a pretty good book. Depressing, but good. Stupid lit. You can't get me. I'm too strong. How often do you curse? Ho ho ho, we're getting into the saucy details of my life. There's a Pakwar. A mule ran.
Yes.
Who are you? Yes, Outlander, why are you here? Do you seek a healer, or do you want your trader? Do you also come from the village? You're pretty far from it, though. Eleverer? In ancient days, the deep elves and the great host of outlanders from the west came stealing the land of the Dunmer, and that time Eleverer was the great Khan, and while... Okay, cool. Though many Dunmer died at the Red Mountain, the Dwemer were defeated and their evil magics destroyed, and the blah blah blah, but Eleverer will come again and cast down the false gods. Okay, cool. That's a lot that you're expecting of me to do. What about you over here? Yeah, you're also useless. Okay, cool. Hey Pat Gore, you're cute. You're adorably cute. God, he's cute. Okay. How often do I curse? Ooh, do you really want to know the answer? Ooh. I don't curse. I don't curse. I just don't. I mean, I've never really gotten angry enough to the point where I felt like I should curse. I'm just not an angry person, honestly. When I do yell stuff, I usually just yell frick, or oops, or oh no. I mean, I've said a few curse words in my life, mostly accidentally. I can actually list all the times I've ever cursed. I'll tell you guys every time I've cursed. I said the B word twice. That was an accident. I was 6 years old and I was trying to say the word bicker. It did not come out as bicker. Twice. And my friend was there and he was laughing hysterically. He was like, "You didn't say bicker, you said the B word." And I was like, "What?" Oops, I didn't mean that. And besides that, one of my friends begged me to say the F word, and so I did. Just to get him off my back, and that wasn't too long ago, actually. And that was it. Those are the only 2 times I've cursed. Like, really cursed, you know? I mean, everything else everything else that I've said that's kind of bad, bordering on curses, like douchebag and prick and piss, and I don't really consider them to be curse words, so I don't really count them. But other than those words that are kind of like on the edge of maybe a curse, maybe not a curse. Where the frick did Rabina go? Oh, she's right behind me, isn't she? You are just like me. Sneaky little kitty. Anyway, I don't curse. I just don't. I was not raised that way. No, my mom did not teach me to not curse or anything like that. My dad was dead, so he didn't teach me anything either. My mom actually cusses a frick ton, like every other word out of her mouth is a curse word. So I didn't get it from her. I just didn't like cussing as a child, and I grew up not wanting to curse. But I don't care about cursing. You know, if you curse, I don't care. If you curse in every other sentence, I don't care. You guys do you. And I'll do me. It doesn't bother me, is what I'm trying to say. Because I've grown up with it, so of course it doesn't bother me. I just don't say it because I don't really know why. I don't have an answer why. But that's okay. I'm just a weirdo. I'm getting a lot of marshmallow. I wonder if marshmallow tastes anything like marshmallows. I hope so. What am I throwing in here? Give me that. We can only carry about 100 more pounds of stuff. Where are we? We're in Voss. I remember this place. This is where I got stuck and lost last time. This is where I got stuck and lost that one time. Yeah. This is also where I joined the Telvanni house. Well, somewhere around here anyway. I took that boat somewhere probably. This area is actually like my favorite area of Morrowind. I really like how creative it is with the mushroom houses and everything. But we're not here for Voss. We're here to explore the shoreline. Sorry. Alright, next question. How much privacy are you willing to sacrifice for safety? What the frick does that even mean? I don't know, just as long as nobody's peering in my windows, I'm fine. Ah, frick. Next question. If I can press the button. My medium armor skill increased. Nice. Does knowledge have intrinsic value, or does it need to have a practical use to have value? I say all knowledge is valuable, even if you don't use it. Though it is better to have knowledge that you'll use. but I think it all has value of some kind. Next question. What is the most useful app on your phone? I don't know, the weather app? I don't use apps. Pokemon Go. That's the most useful app I've got. It's the one I use the most, I guess. Next. What was the most amazing physical feat you've managed to pull off? Oh, now this one. God, I've pulled some pretty amazing feats in my time. And I'm still gonna perform some more in the future. As a child, I used to be able to do a backflip. Because I used to have gymnastics. Don't have gymnastics anymore. Can no longer do a backflip. I'm too afraid that I will break my back or something. I'm too afraid I'll snap in half. But, besides those feats, in Spanish class, in middle school, I think. F off, you frickin' bird, you frickin' pterodactyl, screw off. I love the clouds here, they're very nice, calming looking. Alright, in Spanish class, I was seated with this kid, and we were doing work together or something. It was something with crowns or markers. I can't remember what exactly it was, but we had this little thing, this little bucket of markers and crowns and stuff, and it was sitting on top of our desks, like right in the middle, where we could both reach it and grab it, but it wasn't very stable, and I noticed that the kid next to me, he was like pushing it slightly by accident every once in a while, and I knew it was gonna fall. Like, I just had a feeling it was gonna fall, and then it did fall. It fell off the desk, but I quickly, with my amazing cat-like reflexes, I grabbed the thing by the handle, and I pulled it up. And the kid, he was impressed. He said, wow. So I know he was impressed. And that was the most amazing thing. The most amazing physical feat I've ever managed to pull off. Of course, 2 seconds later, he knocked it off again by accident, and I didn't catch it, so... so it was short-lived. But I tried. Gosh darn it, I tried. Next question. F off, Nick Sound. I like how that mud crab doesn't care. Just waddling that way. You do you, mud crab, I won't bother you. There's a lot of salt rice and marshmallow over here. Let's just take as much as we can get. If you built a themed hotel, what would the theme be and what would the rooms look like? The theme would be pets, and I'd have pets, and the rooms would look like jungles, yeah! Sure. Why not? That's a very random question. Next. Which body part do you wish you could detach, and why? What? Why would I want to detach any body part? Maybe my eyeball. Yeah, an eyeball. If I could detach my eyeball and still see out of it, that would be pretty cool. So I would detach my eye, throw it into a room or something, and then I could see whatever was in that room. That'd be pretty dope. Sounds painful, though. Next question. Why do we resist doing things that we know are good for our well-being while craving things that are detrimental to our well-being? What are you talking about? Like, instead of eating salad, you eat chocolate or something? Like, I'm pretty sure people aren't hardwired to do things that are detrimental to our well-being. People are just lazy, you know? Sometimes we just don't feel like doing things. But I wouldn't say that we're inclined to do detrimental things. I mean, after all, if we were, nothing would ever get done. So this question is stupid. The next question. Without religion, would people become more, less, or be equally morally corrupt? I think religion does a good job of teaching, like, young children to be morally good. But I don't think that it would have much of an impact. If religion just was gone the next day, I don't think there would be much of an impact on how morally corrupt people are. Like, I think it does good to teach people, you know, morally, what's good and what's bad. But I think people would teach their children that even with or without religion. So I don't think there'd be much of a change in that regard. people would just still be equally morally corrupt. There will always be bad people in this world. And religion has nothing to do with how many bad people there are in this world. Well, I mean, there are, of course, the crazy religious people, the religious nuts, who are crazy, but there will always be crazy people. You know, religion doesn't equal crazy people. Crazy people will always exist, religion or not. And cults will probably always exist, religion or not. So, I think with or without religion, people will be equally morally corrupt. Next. Do you care about fashion? No. Next. What would your perfect morning be like? Morning where I get to sleep and miss the morning. I hate mornings. I hate mornings. Every day I wake up and I'm like, I want to go back to sleep, but I know I can't because I have insomnia. Next question. What goal do you think humanity is not focused enough on achieving? Leaving this earth. I want us to leave. We are so set in just staying here, and it drives me insane. Because if we stay here, humanity will end, eventually. Maybe not in my lifetime, maybe not in our children's lifetimes, maybe not even in our grandchildren's lifetimes, but humanity will come to an end. A terrible, horrible, disease-riddled, famine-riddled end if we stay here. We need to move on. Eventually. And I wish we would speed up that process just because I would like to go to space before I die. But I doubt that will happen. Which is a sad truth that I have to live with. Next. Give me this wick wheat. Who do you wish you could get back into contact with? Oh, so many people. Everyone. Everyone who I have ever been friends with, I would love to get back into contact with. But I'm afraid that's just not a feasible possibility at the moment, considering I have social phobia. And I don't think I'll ever reconnect with those people that I've lost. And that makes me incredibly sad at times, because I really love the people who I've met. But we all have to move on, don't we, Rabina? Even I will have to move on from you. And we will each go our separate ways. And I'm not looking forward to that day. But it won't be a sad day, Rabina. Because we each have very different goals to attain and to achieve. And we'll each be happy when we go our separate ways. Sad at first, yes, but happy later. When we finally attain what we've both wanted for so very long. Which is to go home. You will go back to elsewhere. And I, Scruffy Long Ghost Jr., will thankfully go back to Hammerfell. Alright. What? Ah, frick, I didn't mean to drop the wicker wheat on the ground. What's the next question? What issue do most people think is black and white, but do you think there is a lot of nuance to? Oh, everything. Nothing is black and white in this world. Not even skin tones. Everything has nuance to it. And the quicker people realize that, the quicker our lives will get easier. And better, hopefully. This is a Hackalow leaf? Hackalow plant? Dang, they're big. I was expecting them to be tiny from their leaves that I get. We're still sort of going along the coast, I guess. Some wick wheat here. More wick wheat. Lots of wick wheat. Next question. Talk about some of the interesting people you have met while traveling. I never travel. So I've never really met anyone. Well, when I was like 7 and I went to Cancun with my cousins after my grandmother died, I met this crazy taxi driver who liked my cousin. He was playing some crazy, like, heavy metal songs with a whole bunch of cursing, which I probably shouldn't have been listening to as a child, as a young child, but my cousins liked it. Oh god, that taxi ride, I remember calling it the taxi ride from HCLL. And yeah, it was. But I can look back at it and laugh. And the only reason why we even took the taxi was because my cousins wanted to take me to a bar. I was 7. I don't even know why I was with them. I don't know why my mom left me with them. They were like 18, I think. And that was a crazy day. I went to a bar. It was like also a strip club. But, you know, it wasn't time for the strip club yet, so I was still allowed in the bar. And we sat in chairs that had butts as the seat. It was crazy. That was a crazy time. That was probably the best trip I ever took in my life. And I kind of want to go back, because it was so much fun, but I know it'll never be the same as when I was a kid with my cousins. Mainly because with my one cousin, I said cousins because one of them was her friend, so there were 2 people there, but she's not my cousin. She was just a friend of my cousin's. So, sorry if I keep saying cousins. It's just one cousin and her friend. But I don't want to say that because it's easier to just say cousins because my brain works so fast that it doesn't want to say 2 words. It wants to say 1 word so that it can get sentences out faster. Where'd you go? There you are. Okay. What the heck was I talking about? I don't know. I want to go back to Cancun. It was fun. But I will probably never go back because it's just not feasible. Not at this moment, and probably not in the future, either. Next. What's the best thing that has happened to you this month? Oh, God. That's hard, because nothing. Nothing good has happened. Oh, you know what? Playing Morrowind. There we go. Morrowind is the best thing that's happened to me this month. I mean, what else can I pick? I've done nothing this month. Alright, next question. If someone painted a portrait of you, how would you look? And what else would be in the painting with you? What kind of question is this? I'd look how I look. And what else would be in the painting with you? Probably my cats. And that's it. That's it. What do you think of online education? It's there. It's good. It's an option. I'm not sure I would like it, but it's there. For people who would want it. I don't think it's a bad thing, and I don't think it's a super positive thing either. It's just kind of there, you know, it's an option. I think it's about as good as regular school is, so yeah. Next question. What was the most memorable gift you've ever received? A photo of my dad from my sister. It's like the only photo I have of him besides this one picture, which is like, he's just kind of like, it's just his head in the back. See, he was kind of a short guy. I think he was shorter than my mom. Yep, from here I can see he does look shorter than my mom, though she might be wearing heels. See, it's a picture that's in my room, so that's why I can see it. But it's just his head. There's a lot of people in this picture, and I don't know most of them, but they're all my family. And my sister gave me a photo that was of my dad when he was younger. And it's his full body. And he has hair. And he has hair. So, you know, that's cool. I get to see what my dad looked like when he was younger. And that's probably the best gift that I can think of that I've gotten. Or the most treasured gift. Though, you know, there's a lot of gifts that I treasure. I like anything anyone gives me. What are you doing, Rabina? Rabina, don't be dumb. Thank you. Okay, Rabina, we're back on the road. I like this side. It's very nice. Much better than that ash side. I like the little jackalow leaves, the jackalow trees. They kind of remind me of, palm trees. They're cute, you know, but just smaller. Small, squatty palm trees. And this marshmallow. What would be the funnest thing to fill a piñata with? don't know. Snack cakes. Snack cakes. No, but then when you beat up the piñata, the snack cakes would get crumbly, and that's not... You don't want that. Just put candy in there, like a regular person. What else would you put in a piñata?